Hey guys, welcome to question FM151 of the Further Maths Fortify study guide. So this question reads, the first 5 terms of a sequence are 2, -3, 12, -33, 102. The recurrence relation that generates this sequence could be what? Now we're just going to go through each of these 5 sequences. You could probably do this with a calculator, and use them to go through each of these recurrence relations, figure out which one generates this sequence, and then select that question. So we're going to go through that process now. Now this first sequence tells us to get from one term to the next term. We're going to make our term negative and then -1 from it. So of course with all of these sequences, the first term is going to be 2. We're told that here. G0 is 2. So in each of our sequences that I'm going to show you here, the first term will be 2. So we take 2. Now -2 minus 1 would give us -3, which is looking promising so far. The first 2 terms are the same. However, when we take this next term, -3, the negative of -3 is +3. Or if we apply this negative sign to -3, we'll get +3. -1 takes us back to 2. And then this sequence will continue going between 2 and -3. A is not our answer. B. First is 2. We're told in our recurrence relation to go from one term to the next term, we simply add 1. So this sequence is going to look like this. It's going to go 2, add 1, 3. So it's already incorrect because we're looking for a -3. And then it's going to go 4, 5, 6, so on. Once again, incorrect. Option C, to get from one term to the next term, -5. So 2 becomes -3. Once again, looking promising so far, but then -3 minus 5 is going to take us to -8, and then continuing this sequence, we can see that it will not be correct. Option D tells us to take our term, times it by -3, or multiply it by -3, and then add 3 to get to the next term. So 2 times -3 would be -6, plus 3 is going to give -3. So far, so good. -3 times -3 should give +9, plus 3 will give +12. Still looking good. 12 times -3 would be -36, plus 3, -33. And then finally, -33 times -3 should give +99, plus 3 should give 102. So this looks like it's going to be our answer. However, we're still going to go through option E because we want to make sure that we're not being tricked here. We want to go through all of our answers and make sure not only that we have the correct answer, but all the other answers are incorrect when it comes to multiple choice, because these exam style questions, they're meant to trip you up sometimes. They're meant to look correct, and sometimes the only way you catch yourself out is by finding the other correct option and then finding the small mistake that you've made. So let's go through and make sure that E isn't the correct answer. To get from one term to the next term, multiply your term by 3, then subtract 9. So 2 times 3 is going to be 6. Subtracting 9 will take us down to -3. And this is still looking promising at this point here. However, when we take our -3 and plug it into times 3, it's going to give -9. -9 minus another 9 takes us to -18. And we already know that that is now incorrect. If we continue out this sequence, we'll get -63 and then -198. Excellent. So we can see from this that D is in fact our correct answer. If you guys have any questions about how we did this, please drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.